So guys, you're welcome back to Bridge Talks, and you're back. We are back with another video for you. So today's video is an introduction video to the whole series. This was actually a video that would have come out before the first episode that we brought out. If you haven't watched, and then go to our YouTube channel, Bridge Talks, and watch the first episode that I removed in the previous weeks. So, but because of technical issues, we are now here with this video, and I'll be walking you through the whole series to see how it will go. So the series is named ATM series, and as I said previously, ATM series is against tribal mindset. So this is a series meant for, to fight tribalism. We are trying to fight the tribalism that is actually giving us a lot of issues in our country right now. So the ATM series is going to be a long series, and in it I will be having guests that will be coming, and I interview them based on certain topics that I will be picking. So we shall have to interrelate tribalism and the things that we are facing and how we shall fight it. So the question is, why did I choose tribalism? As we all know, we have seen our country, and this is a very big issue to talk about. So to start with, tribalism has a lot of consequences that each one of us can point out. One of them being conflict and violence. We have seen conflict and violence everywhere, where people are all about us than them, us versus them, this versus this, because tribes are trying to pull ropes together. And all this will lead to things like, genocides, things like intertribal wars that we have seen them in South Sudan. So a good example that has seen the genocide is the 1994 Rwanda genocide. Everyone knows about that. Luckily, Rwanda managed to get out of that. So, and I also believe, as a South Sudanese, with the experience we have had, we can also get out of that. So that is one of the big consequences. The other consequence is discrimination and exclusion. We have seen a lot of tribes being discriminated, being excluded, all because of tribalism. This leads to things like prejudice, leads to stuff like social exclusion. Even in the terms of getting jobs, people are being excluded. So it's of a great effect. And we could fight this and remove stuff like this. So people are being marginalized, the small groups. Let's look at the other one, weak national identity. When we talk of weak national identity, this is where people identify themselves more as tribes than as a nation. And if we are identifying ourselves as tribes, then what are we doing? At the end of the day, it will be very difficult to be united because we want to be in our tribes than in terms of nations. So as a nation, I could say we are all South Sudanese. And we don't have to say, I am this, I am this. Like one of the ways Rwanda managed to fight it is by nation identification. They identify themselves as a nation, not as this tribe, as this tribe. So we have seen that. It's very weak national identity. The other one is poor governance and corruption. This is where we shall see nepotism is there everywhere, favorism. The system is going to be unfair to certain tribes. Probably the dominating tribe will be advantaged, but what about the other tribes? We need fairness. We need everything to be equal. So there will be very poor governance because, I am a politician and I would say, let me put this guy here because he's what? He's my tribe mate. So not because of what he can do, but because he's my tribe mate. So these are things that we really need to look at. Another thing we could look at is tribalism undermines democracy. How does that happen? Let's say we are supposed to vote for a leader. Everybody will go like, yeah, this is my guy. The guy is Acholi. So, as Acholi, let's vote him. But what can he do? That is the question. Can he do what the people need? Forget about where he comes from. What is his target? What does he have any visions for us? Is he going to be of any benefit to us? These are things that we are supposed to be looking at. So it undermines democracy. We are not going to vote for the right people. We shall vote for people we think are from our side. So another big factor is stunted economic growth. How does this happen? Number one, look at South Sudan. Investors, big investors can't come now to the country because they are fearing, it's under tribal influence. There is fear everywhere. So we can't come and invest here when we know anytime anything can happen. But as an investor, if I know a country like Rwanda is very stable, then why fear to go and invest there? I'll go and invest there. This will increase the economy and it will help their economy. Look at Kenya. How many South Sudanese have built in Kenya? They have built houses, they have built businesses, they have built good stuffs because they have a belief that Kenya is stable. But these are things that were supposed to be in our country. Unfortunately, because of one of the factors that we are talking about now, we have fear and we don't even trust our own country. So you guys can all look at this. So why do I say that all these consequences are manageable? You know, there is a saying that goes and says, a country held hostage by tribalism must forget its future. So the question that goes to the South Sudanese is, are you ready to forget your future? And if not, then we must fight tribalism. The other thing is that in Africa, we already have Rwanda that has shown us that we can fight this and it's possible. Although the truth is, tribalism cannot completely be wiped off. Obviously, it's something that is a revolution wiring within us. So it's not something that we can really say 100% we can't have tribalism. But what do we need? We need a country that can identify and call out for tribalism. A country that is organized in a manner that we don't care about what tribe you come from. We care about what can you do for us. It's not about us versus them thing. It's about a unity stuff. Let's forget about division. This is the kind of country that we want to have. And now, I want you to try and look at a country whereby the future has little or no tribalism. Imagine that country. And that is how we would imagine South Sudan being. Okay, when I look at South Sudan, I'm trying to see a future of South Sudan without tribalism, and it looks very beautiful. I wish all of you could look at this country with that future, that there is no tribalism. In my imaginations, I'm seeing a nation with stronger national identity. So if we have stronger national identity, and then obviously we will more of identify ourselves as citizens than as this tribe, than as that tribe, than as the other tribe. And if I identify myself more as the citizen of South Sudan, and then automatically patriotism kicks in. And if I'm patriot, then I will be fair. I would like good for my fellow countrymen, and I would like the best for my fellow countrymen. So stronger national identity would be very good. The other is we shall have, of course, less conflicts and violence. It will be very easy to build peace, very easy for the country to succeed. Interest from the people outside to start investing, and you see development coming. So everything looks like, everything will just look better. So the other thing, there will be equality and justice. The marginalized countries, the marginalized states, the marginalized tribes that were initially facing that will now become equal to whatever other tribe, to whatever other country, to whatever other state. They have become equal, and the justice is the same. There's nothing like no tribal connection. There's nothing like this person is from my tribe, so he is right or he is this. The laws will do the work. We shall follow the laws. So this could be better. There would be better governance, whereby the government is actually looking at, developing the country. The person who came to the government positions didn't come through connection. The person didn't come because he's a tribe mate of the person that brought them, but the person came because of what is called meritocracy. When there is meritocracy, which means we are picking people based on their professions. So this person is professionally able to do that work, which means there will be efficiency in that work and development will surface automatically. So briefly, I'm trying to say that with a country where tribalism is to its minimum, there is peace, there is fairness, and unity is very easy. And these are the factors that can take our country ahead. Simply, I'm also saying that with the consequences that we have seen, tribalism will easily lead us to divisions, conflict, and regression. And this same tribalism poisons trust. And what else does it do? It undermines national building. Nation is never going to go ahead. And at the same time, we are abusing the national institutions. Because when it comes to education, we are going to put in favorism. We're choosing our tribe everywhere. Coming to jobs, we're choosing our tribes. Coming to any other thing, choosing tribes. So it will be a very big effect, as we have all seen currently in South Sudan. And I will keep on mentioning that this is very possible because Rwanda has shown us that, yes, it is possible. And I believe we can follow the same route and have a very peaceful country. So now the ATM series is going to focus at how can we come against this. So what I'm going to be doing in the following series or in the following episodes is that I will be getting people that I feel have actually words to the country, people that have advisors, people that have opinions that could be of great effect to us. So this could be politicians, it could be the youth. I believe the youth have a lot to tell us, and the youth have a bigger part in doing this. So I will be offering, to have guests from the youths, from the politicians, and we shall be talking on different topics. For example, we can say education and tribalism. How could education contribute to leading to the end of tribalism? How is tribalism manifesting in economics, and how could we remove that? Tribalism and politics, tribalism and religion, tribalism and many other stuffs. So such topics will be discussed in the coming episodes. And if you like what I'm doing, then it would be good for you to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. As I said earlier, it's called Bridge Talks, and it would be of very big appreciation. So let's keep in touch, and the coming videos will be probably be within every 1 week or something like that. Thank you for being with us. Yep. Yeah. It's very long. 20 minutes. 20 minutes? Yeah.